Jitihada za kuhakikisha kuwa gharama ya Kawi inapungua, Mamlaka ya Kudhibiti Kawi nchini EPRA hii leo imefanya kikao cha kupata maoni ya umma kuhusiana na mabadiliko kwenye sheria ya Kawi. Kulingana na mkurugenzi wa mamlaka hiyo Daniel Kipto, baadhi ya masuala muhimu kwenye sheria hiyo ni pamoja na kuhakikisha Wakenya wako na uhuru wa kuchagua watakaokuwa wakisambaza ama kampuni zitakazokuwa zikisambaza umeme.
But for us as the regulator is to have as much optionality to the consumers as possible. So that then, as we say, akin to the telecom space, where you could be able to have multiple service providers provide you the electricity, and you as a consumer having the optionality to move from one service provider to the next service provider in a seamless manner. We'll need to have a conversation so that then we don't have a duplication of investments, as it were. So that then you have competition at the retail level, without having necessarily to restrict entry by geographically restricting the number of actors who come in and how they then apply for licenses from us and how do they compete for consumers. Today in the tariff, as you may be aware, the tariff that we did approve in March of last year, the tariff we only provide for operation and maintenance, O&M costs, in the tariff today. The capex of the building of the transmission lines is 100% borne by the government of Kenya. So when you go now into this space and you have private sector playing in transmission, in the new infrastructure that will be there, we'll have to provide for a wheeling tariff that covers both the operation and maintenance and the capex as well. But for existing lines which have been built by government funding, we'll continue to only provide for the O&M. So it is already in the structure of the tariff, the tariff process as well. So it is not something new. The wheeling tariff will just allow us to compensate those private sector players who will come into transmission, but continue to compensate Ketraco on the basis of the operation and maintenance because the government has already funded those lines. Well, today Kenya Power has the majority of the customers, but the monopoly ended with the passage of the Energy Act 2019 that talked to the principle of open access. But however, we had not operationalized that. And today we are here to discuss draft regulations that will operationalize the principle of open access. So that then, because as I said earlier on, the line business is a natural monopoly. If you then are licensed by us as EPRA, you will not go and construct your own lines. You will use the existing highway, if I can call it that. So these regulations will operationalize that principle that is there in the law. And that will then give optionality to customers to be able then to wheel power from point A to point B, from the generation center to the load center, and allow them to consume that power.